A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Squeeze, double. Alert. Check, 59.
Here's Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch? After that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to...
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
59 mark, check, 59. Strip that ball. Mike, check, 59. Switch. 56.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and he fires one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 2nd and 10, Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. touchdown pass to kick it away. On the return, Shandon Sullivan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on second and 14. Rodgers, first down and much more here for Jones. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On play action, Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 31-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On first down, Allen eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
To try again after the sack, Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive. But how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, he's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 39. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
6 yards left on second down. Rodgers now to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bills 10, Packers 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 38, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the run. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They run here with Singletary, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Bills! Devin Singletary, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 28 yards. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Now Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll run on first down with Moss. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when they were together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.